Teacher is somebody I know well, and I'm pleased to call her a friend. She's very talented. She's got just a way about her that everybody loves. Sylvia. Sylvia Taylor. She has written many articles, given many workshops. She's the past executive director of the Federation of BC Writers, among other board positions she's held throughout the years. She's really knowledgeable about everything literary. In the whole world, yes. And she has a book out, so on the break, please do come over and take a look at her book. It's The Fisher Queen, and it's a true story written when she was on a fishing boat here in British Columbia. Very good book. It's got rave reviews, selling out left, right, and center. So get your copy today while it's burning hot, waiting to get into your hands. And it is my extreme pleasure to welcome to the stage the wonderful, the gorgeous, the talented, the erudite, Sylvia Taylor.
Not only is are all three of us today of the two features, myself and Celeste Milber and Candace James, all color coordinated, but it's our birthday this week. So I'm calling this weekend the Aquarian Chick Poetic Justice. The fact that this building is not, shaking and rumbling and the roof coming off and smoke pouring out of the windows is a miracle.
God is asleep.
I know, because usually if you just get one of us in a room, there's always the potential for that. But three of us, hell's up. So, if anybody's got a phone, have your finger poised above the 911. You never know.
Turn it off.
Exactly. So we're very close to what I like to call Love Day, which is, every day should be Love Day, but especially February 14th, and in love in all its forms. And so I would like to open today's readings with some very short poems. Most of my poems are quite short. And on the topic of love in its various forms. So just to kind of, if anybody's feeling a little bit damp or chilled by the wind outdoors, I'll just start off with a very tiny poem that might heat you up a little bit. So this one was inspired when I was actually sitting in a session with my own writers group that I work with, and my gaze traveled out the window onto the roof of the neighborhood house next door, where there was several young, strapping men in a hot summer's day working on the roof with their shirts off. This poem's called Jack. And I certainly don't know Jack, and I certainly don't know if that's his name, but it works for the rhyme anyway. I love to watch you, Jack. I love the way the muscles play along your golden back. The sinews pull, the curves so full. I love to watch you, Jack. A sweaty drop trickles from the top to nestle in that curve. A little touch, not very much, sets fire to a nerve. So hopefully that just gets your engine going a bit. And I'm going to follow that with a piece that was actually inspired, oddly enough, by another view of a rooftop. This one, in fact, in Cairo, in Egypt, one night when I was looking across the rooftops of Cairo as the muezzin was calling the faithful to prayer. But yeah, I was inspired not to be prayerful, but probably more fanciful at that moment. This one's called Resurrection. Twig by twig, the fire is built. A glance here, a smile there. At first, they avoid everything but studied politeness. A word here, laugh there. A soft tinder smolders.
Wait, I can't hear, the mic's gone.
Mike's coming. Yeah, Mike's coming. I can talk louder.
No, just wait, she'll turn it off and on, it'll work. That's the way it's been lately.
Hello, hello.
Yeah,
All right. Shall I start again?
Yes.
Okay. Resurrection. As I said, this was standing looking over the rooftops of Carlo. Twig by twig, the fire is built. A glance here, a smile there. At first they avoid anything but studied politeness. A word here, a laugh there. The soft tinder smolders, the spark leaps to life. The tiny licking flame devours the kindling. There is always a moment when you know, when you decide, when you can still turn back. No matter how you may deny it later, as you stand in the smoking ruins of your life. Sometimes love is spontaneous combustion. Sometimes it's a welting rash, begging for the rake of nails. And sometimes it's a tender warmth, stoked and tended in the hearth of the heart. But tonight, this love is a crucible, burning away every shred of sensibility. She feels him move across the murky room, to stand behind her at the open window. The sullen air is thick with jasmine and garbage. It curls and twists about them as moonlight cools their smoking bodies. I am the phoenix, she whispers, and Cairo is my pyre.